One day, a man arrived at the king's palace, seeking a job. The king asked him what special skills he possessed. The man replied, "I am an expert in politics." Since the king already had many politicians, he assigned him to manage the royal stables, as the previous stable master had recently passed away. A few days later, the king asked the new stable master about his favorite horse. The man confidently stated, "That horse is not of noble lineage." Astonished, the king summoned the stable master. He confirmed, "The horse is indeed noble born, but its mother died at birth, so it was raised with cows and fed cow's milk." The king called the advisor again and asked how he knew this. The advisor explained, "When this horse eats grass, it lowers its head like cows, whereas noble horses hold their heads high and pluck grass with their mouths." Impressed by his wisdom, the king sent him gifts of wheat, rice, oil, and the finest poultry. He also appointed him to a special position in the queen's palace. A few days later, the king sought the advisor's opinion about his queen. The advisor said, "Her character is like a queen, but she is not a true princess." The king was deeply shaken. When he recovered, he summoned his mother-in-law. She tearfully confessed, "My daughter died 6 months after birth. To maintain our closeness with the royal family, we raised another's daughter and married her to you." The king immediately called the advisor and asked, "How did you know she was not a true princess?" The advisor responded, "Her behavior with servants is worse than an ignorant person, while a true princess is always kind." Pleased with his wise answers, the king sent him a large reward of food, goats, and sheep, and appointed him as his royal advisor. Days passed. One day, the king called the advisor and asked about himself. The advisor said, "If you promise me my safety, I will tell you." The king promised not to harm him. The advisor then stated, "You are neither a true king, nor do you possess the character of kings." The king became furious but, honoring his promise, forgave him. The king immediately went to his mother and questioned her about his own past. His mother confessed, "My son, we had no children, so we adopted you from a shepherd and raised you." Astonished, the king called the advisor again and asked how he knew this. The advisor explained, "When kings give rewards, they bestow gold, pearls, and jewels. But you give goats, sheep, and food as gifts. This is the nature of shepherds and their sons, not kings." Indeed, habits reveal lineage. We should improve our manners and habits, for they reveal our true selves. We should respect others based on their character, not for any personal gain.